I've heard about intestinal cleansing and detoxing the body. I mean, can that be helpful in removing these toxins?
Oh yes, there's lots of programs you can do to detox. You can do liver detox, you can do just a general cleanse. There are more severe, you can do different degrees. You can do really severe cleanses, and then you can do a light cleanse with herbs over a long period of time.
Yeah.
Or else you can go on a total detox where you stop eating food in general and you go on a certain diet.
Right.
And some of it might entail a liquid diet, some might entail fruit and herbs.
Yeah.
There's so many of them that you can do, but they do benefit your whole system.
Right.
And one of the most important things is the bowel,
Yeah.
because there's so much accumulation of matter in the bowel that builds up over years from all the food and processed foods we eat, and that has to be cleansed out.
The mucus, I think the mucus, which is what a big problem, because it builds up to protect the sensitive lining of the bowel from the actual toxins themselves. Is that correct?
That's correct. Plus, one of the worst foods you can put into your body that affects the bowel is meat.
Right.
Because scientifically, we're herbivores. They've proved this through science that our gut is small. We've got a long intestine, whereas animals, carnivores, have a very small intestine. So short intestine. So when they eat meat, it's actually flushed through the system very quickly.
So, and what about diet? I mean, what's an ideal diet? Vegetarianism is becoming very popular these days. What do you think about that?
Yes, well, if you look back through history, the healthiest people really had a vegetarian diet. Even if you look at the Chinese as a race, because of the demand for produce with so many people in the country, most Chinese in the countryside anyway were vegetarian.
Right.
And they had the longest lives, they were very healthy, and they didn't have weight problems. They didn't have cancers, were very low. All the diseases are very low when people live a simple life and a simple diet. And most of them are vegetarian.
Yes.
And one of the worst things you can put into your body is meat, because we're designed to eat vegetables, not meat. We have a very long intestine, and meat actually rots on its way through.
Yeah.
Whereas carnivores, likes of a lion, has a very small intestine, and the meat is flushed out very quickly.
Right.
So basically, we're not meant to eat meat. And it's very toxic anyway, because most meats are fried or roasted and things, and the fats in them are actually highly toxic.
Yes.
And the reason a lot of people are lacking vitality today is because they're lacking essential oils, which are destroyed by fried oils and by the fats that are in meat.
Right.
So we need to go to. You're much better off going on a vegetarian diet where you can get your oils from nuts and seeds. And you can buy essential oils from seed. And the benefits of oils from plants, whereas there's a big debate at the moment about oils from fish and oils from plants.
Take cod liver oil?
No, if you take oils, for instance, if you take flaxseed is omega-3,
right.
and it's one of the most sensitive seed oils. But if you take fish oil is three times more sensitive to damage than flaxseed oil. Three times more sensitive.
I didn't know that. Wow.
But where this actually makes sense is that the process for producing seed oils, they cold press them, they use organic produce,
Right.
and they use it in a dark environment, they bottle it, and they keep it refrigerated.
Yeah.
When they process a fish, fish usually are dumped on the side. They could be there for days.
Oh my gosh.
And then they're in the heat, the sun is damaging the oils that are left in them already.
Yes.
Then they're crushed and there's more heat. And if it's 3 times more sensitive to flax oil, which is damaged very quickly by any sunlight or heat,
yes.
you can see how much damage is done to fish oils by the time you get it. So most fish oils are actually toxic by the time you take them in.
So it's probably almost impossible to get a fresh fish oil.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I know it's difficult to get fresh flaxseed oil. I mean, you go to the health shop and it's in a dark container, it's in the fridge, and it's got a short shelf life, and you've got to watch it. I mean, you can get it no problem, but
Yeah.
everyone has to be very careful along the process line.
Yeah.
But I mean, fish oil, I mean...
And if you read Udo's Erasmus, he has a book called Fats That Heal, Fats That Kill.
Right.
That's a wonderful book, and he explains in real detail how damaging these trans fats, the artificial fats they're putting in margarines and butters and spreads, and fish oils, how damaging they are, and the benefits of taking clean, unprocessed oils from seeds and from actually the vegetarian diet, because you're eating fresh vegetables, a lot of fresh vegetables. They've got the oils present in them already. Plus, they've got vitamins, minerals, and which are much more easily absorbed into the system anyway, because the body can use them.
Right. Wow. So, Mark, that's very interesting, and I'm actually a vegetarian myself, and as I know you are also. So,
Yes.
can you tell us? I mean, what are the essentials of a vegetarian diet?
Well, it's simple. The diet needs proteins, fats, and greens to alkalize the system. Yeah. They're the three most important things. And water, obviously, clean drinking water. Yeah. But when you go to fats, you need a balance between 3, 6, and 9. And you'll get actually, the Western diet is seriously lacking in omega-3. Because of our processed foods and processed fats and meat and fish and all these heavy products, they're actually destroying the body because the oils in them are rancid and they attack the system. And they actually flush out the omega-3, which is essential for your brain and for your whole system. We've got plenty of omega-9 because we get omega-9 from so many different plants and foods that we eat. So we're not really lacking it. But if you don't have the right balance of oils, it actually puts one oil out of sync with the other one. Because if you have too much omega-6, it will actually reduce your omega-3. So you have to have a balance with the oils. And it's much harder to get a balance with the oils when you're on a diet that is not vegetarian. On a vegetarian diet, you can balance it much easier because naturally plants have a balance of oils in them anyway. So it's a much easier process. So if you were we'll pick oils first of all for a vegetarian diet. You use seeds, nuts, and basically all your vegetables have a certain amount of the different oils that you need.
Well, thanks, Mark. That's been very informative.
That's great.
So,
Anytime.